CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualley, sitting here with Marv Zahn and with Mike Molyneux. So straying away a little bit from the Patriots news this week. Patty Mahomes, he got a new deal. And I think that we should have been expecting a new deal, especially after the Super Bowl this year. I think we should have been expecting a new deal for Patrick Mahomes, but this is a monster deal. 10-year extension worth up to $503 million. But this question came to my head when I saw a lot of reaction on Twitter, and I saw some reaction coming about other quarterbacks who are going to be looking for deals in the near future. You got guys like Deshaun Watson, you got guys like Dak Prescott, and it was something along the lines of their eyes must be wide open and excited with seeing this deal, and that got me thinking, guys. I don't necessarily buy that because I think Patrick Mahomes is a special kind of football player. I don't even know if there's anybody close to Patrick Mahomes' level right now in the NFL. So, guys, that's the question right there. Does this Patrick Mahomes deal really set the table for other quarterbacks coming, or are they not even going to come close to what Patty Mahomes got? Mike, let's start with you. What do you think?
It's so interesting because I think every year, money in sports, because of some salary cap and different things, it looks different every year. You're seeing contracts look absolutely ridiculous as the years go on. We're talking about guys.
It's baseball. Baseball is insane.
Guys, Patrick Mahomes is making MLB, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout money. Like, we're talking about $500 million. $500 million that some of these guys are close to making. That's stupid money. Now, I think what you just said, Nick, is very true. Patrick Mahomes, I think, is the clear-cut right now best quarterback in the league. I think
there's a sizable gap.
I think it's without a doubt. Not to really give up a crazy list right now, but I think it goes Mahomes, and then, a little gap there, and then Lamar Jackson seems like he has the tools that he just needs to continue to put together. But Patrick Mahomes is, I think, light years ahead above everybody. And even though we're looking at it like he just got a stupid, crazy contract for a lot of money, in a sense, I think he deserves it. The guy, young, talented quarterback, already has a Super Bowl MVP, regular season MVP, and a Super Bowl under his belt, and I think he has a lot more to get done. And it seems that the Kansas City Chiefs are all in on trying to, set it up so this guy is successful for the next several years. Do I feel like we're going to see another quarterback get that type of contract? I see a guy like Lamar Jackson coming close. I don't know if it'll be exactly what Patrick Mahomes got because that just came out of nowhere and shocked the world. But I see like a guy like Lamar Jackson, in a few years, probably getting money similar or close to what Patrick Mahomes got. But I don't know if there's any other quarterback in the league right now that can get a type of contract that Mahomes got. Because, again, like I said, I believe he's light years, above the rest of the competition, in my opinion.
I mean, one thing, and I saw Alex Barth, formerly CLNS Media, now 98.5 The Sports Hub, on the writing for them, which – check out Alex's stuff. Alex's stuff has been awesome at 98.5. But he mentioned, do not check your age. Do not think about what your age is going to be at the end of this deal. And I'm only 26 years old. I don't even want to think about being 36 at the end of this Patrick Mahomes deal. Or at least at the end of this extension. It's going to be older because I think it's still got 2 years left on the first deal. So 12 years from now, I don't want to think about being 38 years old. No shot. All right, Marv, what do you think? Does this set the deal for quarterbacks coming down the line who are going to be getting new deals, or does it not? What do you think?
Listen, man, Dak's going to get paid. Deshaun Watson's going to get paid. Lamar Jackson's going to get paid. But Patrick Mahomes, he's different. Like, emphasize on the word different. This guy, 2 years in the league, starting MVP. Super Bowl MVP, breaks the touchdown record. Like, he's done everything you need to do as a quarterback in the NFL.
And you know what? Sorry, I don't mean to jump in, but people forget this. I think Justin Houston was the one offsides, right? If Justin Houston doesn't jump off sides, Patrick Mahomes is in the Super Bowl 2 years ago too, and with the way the Rams played, probably wins that one too.
And he did it this year, hobbled. We forgot he got injured in week 5. He did it with a messed up knee. Patrick Mahomes is different. Like that $500 million, he deserves that, and maybe more. Like, yeah, Dak Prescott, nice player. He's gonna get a good chunk of change. Lamar Jackson, like Mike said, they're gonna make a lot of money, but it shouldn't, and it's not going to touch what Patrick Mahomes did. The person who set the market for quarterbacks is Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is the one who changed it up.
Which is awesome.
Kirk Cousins, I tell you, Kirk Cousins is not different. He's not different.
He's very mediocre. He's very mediocre.
And he got a fully guaranteed contract, I believe $84 million guaranteed. And that changed everything. Once players saw Kirk Cousins is getting that money, they start going to their agents like, yeah, I'm a little better than Kirk Cousins. So let's all remember, Patrick Mahomes, he's the exception to the rule. This guy right now, he's on an incredible trajectory. Kansas City is smart as hell to lock him up for 12 more years. And he's going to be the face of the NFL and possibly the face of sports. LeBron James is about to leave. Possibly the face of sports for a long time right now.
I mean, you're right, because Patty Mahomes, you kept saying he's a different breed. He is. There is nobody in this league like Patrick Mahomes. And to me, this contract is kind of like what a little more boring of a person, but what Mike Trout's was a couple seasons ago in the MLB. He's the best player in baseball. There's no questioning that. Mike Trout is the best player in baseball. And when he signed that massive, massive deal that gets him $37.6 or $37.7 million a year, I was like, okay, now when there are players like Mookie Betts, like Nolan Arenado, who go and negotiate for their contracts, this gives the GMs and owners of teams a ceiling to work with, because they're going to go, okay, that's great, but are you Mike Trout? Are you as good as Mike Trout? Now, NFL owners, NFL GMs, NFL coaches, they're going to look at this deal when their quarterbacks come in and look for a new contract and go, okay, that's awesome. You've done very well, Deshaun Watson, but are you Patrick Mahomes? The answer is no. There is no Patrick Mahomes. There isn't. So this, if anything, sets a ceiling. It doesn't set the market necessarily, but it sets a ceiling where there should not be anybody paid higher than Patrick Mahomes. And I'm glad you mentioned face of the league, because that's a whole nother component here. He's the face of the NFL, and he's going to be the face of the NFL for a long time. Tom Brady, you're old, buddy. Sorry, you're out. It's Patrick Mahomes right now. Kansas City locked up a guy who I think this is going to be better than a lot of other 10-year deals. You look at Drew Bledsoe, you look at Brett Favre, who I think had a lifetime deal. You had guys like Michael Vick, which we obviously know that one didn't work out. Patrick Mahomes, I think, is going to actually work out for a majority of this contract, which is important to think. Because again, you go back to a guy like Drew Bledsoe, who signed a 10-year deal. That guy did not work out the way. I mean, obviously he got cucked by Tom Brady, but regardless, Drew Bledsoe did not work out the way that a 10-year contract type quarterback should have. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to. And I think the only quarterback that's going to come somewhat close here, Dak Prescott's going to get a decent deal. But I think the guy who is going to come somewhat close is going to be Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun Watson's going to command a pretty penny, whether that's with Houston or not. I think there's a wild card here, though. If Jerry Jones doesn't want to pay Dak Prescott. Okay?
About all young quarterbacks, none of them have playoff success. Not one of those players have playoff success. Lamar Jackson's going to get paid well, MVP. He's 0-2 in the playoffs.
Right. And just thinking, though, just about like a guy like Dak Prescott, if Jerry Jones does decide not to pay him, the only reason I think there could be somebody close to Patrick Mahomes is, Jerry Jones, he loves his superstars. He loves having star power on the Dallas Cowboys. Deshaun Watson's up in 2 years. I wouldn't be shocked if Jerry Jones threw an insane amount of money at a guy like Deshaun Watson just to get that star power in Dallas. But I see something happening with Dak Prescott before that. So, I mean, 10 years, $503 million, I don't even know what I would do with that kind of money.
He's set.
The endorsements and all of that are going to just start rolling in.
I would. Oh, yeah. You add on endorsements to that deal, too. That's asinine. CLNS Media, Patriots Roundtable, Nick Qualia, Marv Zahn, Mike Molyneux. Guys, we're going to be back next week for another set of the CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. Check us out on Twitter. We've got our little Twitter handles that have popped up. I would assume already once throughout the show, if not right now as well. Nick Qualia, Marv Zahn, Mike Molyneux. Catch the show on YouTube. Rate and subscribe on iTunes as well. We'll talk to you next week, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening on iTunes.